Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 5 of the LeetCode October Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's join me on Discord and we can chat about today's problem, different coding style, whatever you like. And today's problem seems to be climbing letters, or climbing stairs. Whoops, climbing letters. But yeah, it seems to be easy, which, as I said, I don't like seeing these things. Does it bias me? Maybe there's a way I can write a plugin to remove it, but okay, but this seems like, okay, the n steps to the top, 1 or 2 steps. This is standard Fibonacci number, right? So yeah. Yeah, it's Fibonacci, and I don't know. I mean, there definitely a lot of ways to do it. You could do it recursively. This is literally the example in a lot of cases, and you can do it in, with a for loop, which is also another example. I think generally I like doing it with. Well, I like teaching with memorization. In this case, I could do it with a for loop. It's fine. The funny thing is that one of my first job interviews, but of course this is about 18 years ago now. Fibonacci was actually an interview question for me, and actually I've seen it asked after I, was an intern or whatever, and people have failed this. But of course, that was also 17 years ago, 18 years ago. You're here, you're practicing now. Hopefully this won't foil you, but the world was a different world back then. Okay, let's get started and watch after I said all this stuff. After I said all this stuff, maybe I'll get it wrong just for fun. But okay, so yeah, let's just say yes. Also for these things, it depends on what your base cases are. So with x is equal to 0 step, you have one way, or another, and then with n is equal to 1 step, you also have one way, right? So yeah, so let's just do maybe, and then you start from maybe 1 to n. Maybe inclusive, I don't know. Off by 1's are hard, but yeah, maybe something like that, right? But I may be having off by 1, so we'll have to yeah, so I'm off by 1. So actually we want to return x then. I'm to be honest, I'm a little bit yeah, I'm clearly a little bit whatchamacallit, like sloppy here, because this is so basic, right? And all the test cases are well known, so it should match. The only thing that I might have a concern with, which I don't really, but just to kind of bring up, is that this is 45, meaning that you might concern that it get overfloated, right? But of course, Fibonacci number, if you're familiar, then it's just phi to the phi, I don't know, depending on how you pronounce it, but phi to the 45, which is about roughly 1.61 or something like that, to the 45, which actually fits in int. And of course you can also just run it, so we don't have to worry about mods, you don't have to worry about overflow if you do it correctly and all that stuff. Yeah, what else is there to say? Yeah, let's give it a submit first. And apparently I've done this problem twice before as well. Completion streak is still incorrect. But yeah, I've done this twice before. I don't really have any additional comments. I probably written it very similar ways. What else do I have to say? Yeah, this is O of n, where n is this input. Of course, this does not mean that this is linear time, because linear time, linear to what, right? Linear is with respect to the size of the input, and the size of the input in this case is the number of bits that represents the number n, which is of course log n bits. So you can do some math, but etc. This will actually take 2 to the n times as a result. The only other thing I would also say is, for you advanced people, you can actually get this in linear time actually by using something called a Q matrix. So you get it in O of log n times, which is of course linear in the size of the input. Okay, that's all I have for this one though. And in terms of space, you can make similar things, but of course this is going to be constant or linear depending on how you want to think about the constraints, but make sure you kind of work through your answer and example. That's all I have for this one. It's a pretty straightforward one. Hopefully it doesn't foil you. If it does, come on and join me on, ask questions on the comments, or just come to Discord and kind of hang out and we'll chat about it. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see you all a little bit later. Bye bye.